Hello and welcome to It's Art at the End of the Day, episode 4, when we dive deep into the creative minds and shaping the world of art, culture and inspiration. I'm your host David. Today we have a special guest who has travelled an incredible journey, both geographically and artistically. Jose Zavala, who I had the pleasure of meeting during the VAA meetings, originally hails from Argentina. His journey into the world of art has taken him across borders, cultures and experiences. Today we will explore his unique perspective on art, how his background influences his work, and what it means to be an artist in a global context, and how an architect who was commissioned to design a sculpture called the Phoenix Gateway in Hemel Hempstead then found the love of art. I'm going to start with the usual one. When did you get into art, or when did you find that you was artistic, or when did you find the love of art?
Well, actually, mainly was with the sculpture, where I confronted with the idea of doing a sculpture without having no previous experience at all.
Right, yeah.
But the opportunity was so good that I was over enthusiastic, let's say. And the council want to use local people. That was the main thing.
Okay.
So they find another 2 artists. We were 3. We submit ideas to the council. And suddenly I passed from 0 sculpture art experience to be working with 19 structural engineers trying to resolve the thing,
So you come up with the design and they do it from a structure point of view?
Yes. Yes. But the conversation between the 2 teams, which team 1 was just me and my wife partner, that she was the manager of the whole project. So the artistic side was very little. It took us 3 years to make it.
Okay.
But I think the concept was resolved in 3-4 hours max.
Wow.
And then try to combine the concept that the council want for the sculpture to convert in something that is so as an art, as a piece of art.
Yeah, it is.
In doing that, I have to go and dig around to see what is urban sculpture, what's a sculpture outside of the museum.
Yeah.
That was another beautiful stuff that I found, because it's mainly 2 different species.
Yeah.
The sculpture that is done by one people who work on the material, try to take form out of that, have that conversation with the material by itself.
Yeah.
Something that is manageable.
Yeah.
But my project in particular was a 40-ton of steel.
Yeah, because it's high, isn't it?
Yes.
How high is it?
10 meters. 10, 8 and 6 meters.
Yeah.
The total amount of steel is 40 tons.
Wow.
But then you have to put in very, let's say, static form ideas of movement, how you combine the movement and the fragility into something that is very, very robust, let's say, no?
Yeah.
And that was my first, let's say, massive encounter with art, but at the same time with the management and with the doing, and so on and so forth,
So did you start to paint and do art from that?
The painting came, actually, that was one of my first pieces, the top one.
Yeah, nice.
Where I say, well, that is so interesting. I start to paint and doing my little stuff. I got plenty of things around. until the COVID came.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that you can leave your house is for study reason. So I went all down to Penzance to study art. And was wonderful.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
all the COVID period for me was driving along to the south, living alone in isolated room, and then go to the school for the weekend, and then and so on and so forth. That experience was wonderful.
Yeah.
In many levels. One is to visit other part of the country.
Yeah.
Where you can. The first of pride for me was meeting people which in the 70s and 80s running. Very healthy people. I said, whoa, what's going on here? What's happening here in this part of the country?
Yeah.
And it's a part of the country where you go and you enter into the pub and you have to say hello to people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not London.
Exactly. So very friendly, fantastic.
Yeah. But it's just that's a difference from like that lovely sculpture you got there to a painting.
Yeah. But again, is how you find that world that you are imaging. You have the imagination that something is going on elsewhere.
Yeah.
For instance, the culture is represented. The council will basically do a massive fountain with water. So, fountain. No. Look, it can be not only expensive, but the maintenance, long term, and so on and so forth. Because I'm a trained architect, so I know about that. What happened after.
Yeah, the water reacting to the metal or whatever they use.
Exactly. So I convinced them that instead of having physical water, we can do a representation of water.
Yeah.
And that is what the sculpture is about.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
It's mainly a drop of water falling. That idea, how you can subtract from this solid world into an abstract idea, that you can represent a bigger scenario that can go beyond a basic idea and became, let's say, universal in that way. That concept bring me to the painting.
Okay.
When I found, especially abstract expressionists from the 50s, where they want to detach from reality because all the idea of the European War, Second World War, all the death, by the way, we are living more or less the same stuff now.
It's not changed, unfortunately.
Exactly, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yes.
They want to go into that direction, to the abstract, to find other aspects of the humankind, where you can find and express through colors and texture and contrast idea like solitude or emptiness or empathy, for instance. These two work with the concept of empathy, these three paintings here.
They're lovely and big, aren't they?
Big.
I do like big.
Yes, working mainly with empty space. Some figure in the middle, and some figure in the bottom of the painting, which try to create that inviting space for the viewer. And then everybody can, of course, go into the painting and try to make sense for them.
It's, everybody looks at things differently, don't they?
Totally.
Do you think that are your Argentinian roots in there, or not at all?
Not at all.
No,
Absolutely.
That's just you.
Well, it's just, and that is another thing as well that I found very interesting, is go into art history and find the precedent, find the connection of what you are doing now and how that was perceived and by whom and why that happened at that moment in time. You know? So the beauty of art for me is that whatever I'm doing, I have a present. Everybody has a present.
Yeah.
And art for me is looking at that present, what happened there, and how to relate that the context of that produced that art, how that is related with my context.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that, because otherwise we enter in that kind of thing that many people believe the uniqueness of what they are doing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I found so stupid, to be
Yeah.
frank.
Yeah, because there is a merging of not everybody's totally unique, are they? We are human beings at the day, so we're going to see things.
Exactly.
We may see things the same, we may not, but yeah. It's going to similar.
But that also took to again humankind. You know, how we evolve, how we recognize the other, how we interact with others, and how we create art. And the beauty, again, the art is innocent by itself, that allow people to go into. It's not imposing.
No.
You know, it's something that we create as a humankind to approach people.
Do you think it should be shocking as well, then?
Oh yeah,
should it
definitely.
make you think?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's nice having a lovely, pretty picture, but if I look at that, it makes me think either shockingly or not shockingly, or otherwise it's just a picture.
Well, the thing is with this collection, actually, I call collection because I only got 4, but I'm aiming to do another 10 of these. This was developed during COVID. And for me, COVID was, I discovered the empathy, how you can relate with others and can understand other people's feelings.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody became a little bit crazy and disorientated during those periods of time. And we need a lot of kindness to re-engage again.
Yeah, I was hoping we were going to come out with that. So I think we did for a bit and then it went back to normal.
Well,
it's, we do need, especially now.
Exactly. So,
any chance that you do more sculptures, or like for me, even personally, would you do sculptures?
well, yes, I have one challenge now. I have this guy that that is another thing. I try to engage more in collaborative project.
Okay.
Go beyond you as an artist, as an individual.
Right.
I want more to push towards collective work. You know, there's one concept that we can share, and then we can transform that concept into pieces. You know, that can be related with an space.
So you're alright doing collaborations with people?
Yeah, definitely.
You wouldn't sort of say, no, that's mine, that's my piece. You're alright again, swapping ideas and. Yeah, that's good.
I will produce my own, let's say, my own. I still have, this is another collection, you know, that is dealing with how to deal with depression.
Okay,
You know? That's a 45 day of non-stop working.
Oh, wow.
Until I realized that I got a full collection here.
There's a lot there, isn't there?
And the beauty of this, once I share with other colleagues, the immediate reaction was, "No, you have to keep going," because for me it was done.
Yeah.
And when you share, when you go beyond what you are perceiving of something, you find again people who can have another ideas,
Right.
that can collaborate with you, say,
Yeah.
look, and probably we need very little thing like, that's fantastic, can you produce more?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I didn't thought about that part, but yeah, I can produce that.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be artistically. It can be like encouraging.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that sort of collaboration
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Well, yeah, there's going to be a big collection. Are you going to leave them like that, or will you cut them up into sections?
No, I will prefer to still. I don't know actually.
Don't know yet.
I don't know. There are some pieces that need to be cut. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But some other go as it is. It's a big piece. And by the way, the story of this paper is beautiful. Well, I used to have a friend of mine who is a printer here in Hamilton, and we have a power surge and the whole print machine gone.
Oh, that's not good for a print.
No at all, no at all. And he already got all he was ready to print an art book, and the paper was already cut.
Oh wow!
He said to me, "Can you find any utility of this paper? Because for me, I'm sad to throw away."
Oh yeah, of course, yes.
I said, "Well, yes, thank you very much."
But
But this was 7 years ago.
okay.
So, and that project was sleeping until I decided 2 years ago to do this stuff.
Yeah.
But again, I got to consider this piece of stone
Yeah.
will be another collection of sculpture that I'm planning to do.
Oh, okay.
I got that kind of reference,
That's nice, isn't it?
you know, that nature put into my path,
Yeah. Thank you.
that eventually became something, you know.
Yeah. So, do you have things like painted in your head, or is it like that you see something then think, oh, I'm gonna make some art? You see shapes and things, or do you think I want to do this, or is it again like that rock that you've seen and you're gonna paint?
No, this will be a collection of sculptures,
Right.
which mean I need to walk a lot
Yes.
to find something
It's
similar.
quite, yeah, and it's a heavy for a small
It's very
piece.
heavy, exactly. Yes, I think this kind of that the artists in general have, you know.
Yeah.
We put values or imagination in something that, if you see by itself, mean probably nothing. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's what we are adding into this stuff. I
Yeah,
refer
but-
to the stone, but you
Yeah,
know.
but you see things in there.
Yes, yeah,
So I would stare at that for hours.
yes.
But other people would just walk past, it's a rock, it's a stone, and just carry on. But yeah, I can see shapes in there, the different, the darkness underneath,
Yeah.
and all that, and
Yeah.
you also see that.
Yeah.
And that inspires you then.
Inspired me to do a collection of this stuff.
Yeah.
And also I already seen at least 10 of them,
Right, okay.
you know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like these, with empathy, when you said about empathy, so these are born out of an idea that you thought of,
Yes.
whereas that is what
It's
what
the
you
other
see.
way around. I found this stone and said, wow, that can be. Was the other way around, you know.
Yeah,
The stone provides some potential readings.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what kind of stone it is? 'Cause that's
Well, I have a name. This is very, very. In I took this from Norwich beach.
Okay, yeah.
I went last summer again, and all of them gone. And then I found them. They used to do all the embankment, new embankment. That is why now we are empty. All these stones are now part of the embankment of that part of the country.
Okay.
But I don't know, probably in 5 year time,
Yeah,
5 year or 10 years time, that environment will suffer some accident, and some 10 stone can disappear.
Yeah.
Nobody will notice.
No. Well, suspension of your car may be a bit low.
Exactly.
But it's because that's sort of born out of nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's nature's made that.
Yeah.
So you're like replicating nature a bit.
But again, this is coming back to the Chan idea that you can put anything into a gallery and become art.
Okay.
That kind of, is a provocation to say, look, this thing is here in this environment to be appreciated as an art.
Yeah.
So therefore is art.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
It takes you a little bit to get around that.
but the thing is, if I put the same thing in the middle of a park or in the middle of I don't know, in a commercial site, let's say.
Yeah.
I say, well, bloody stone.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Throw away. This is, And that is the beauty of art. Again, you can navigate many different scenarios. You are allowed to do that. You are allowed to go beyond what holds us in this reality.
Yeah, definitely.
It's mainly you are working on hope.
Yeah.
Because everything can be something else that can be appreciated for somebody else.
Yeah. No, it's right. It's one of them things. Art is subjective. People like it, people don't. But the people that do, I think, are wonderful, and people who make it are wonderful. And I've only discovered art through meeting people like yourself.
Okay.
That inspired me differently. I've seen your work. I've exhibited with you. I still exhibit with you, and I still your pieces are wonderful.
Thank you.
And I now look at things a little bit differently, and try and go for shapes and stuff like that with photography. But what's next?
Well, next the thing is this collection that we were sharing together in the collective. I got around 500 of those.
Have you?
Yes.
Wow.
The thing is, I only print 11 of those.
Yeah.
And I have to work further into editing, not only to physically edit it, but also find some sense.
Yeah.
For instance.
So if
this collection pushed me into the direction of nature, green vegetation, serenity, water, move me into that direction. And in the whole collection of the 500, I want to find that kind of concept behind.
Yeah. There's a lovely texture there.
Well, yeah, I intervene pieces,
Lovely texture.
Let's take out.
So, was it like you painted then you photographed?
No, it's I painting and then close-up photograph.
Yeah.
These are actually, in real world, this is 4 centimeters by 5 centimeters.
Oh, something there, macro film.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then printed in this size. We are having here A2. This is texturally made.
Yeah, no, I could see it
Yeah.
with the with your lights. Yeah.
Yeah. So that will take me a lot of time in terms of I have to put time every single day
Yeah.
because it's a massive amount of work. Just to give you an idea, one of these pieces, just the editing of this,
I bet. Yeah.
take me at least 18, 20 hours.
Oh. Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Because this macro, this close-up picture was done on reclaim perspective. I have another one.
Yeah.
Example of that.
Okay.
Which, in my past, because I spent around 17 years doing innovation in the construction industry.
Yeah.
Build factory, develop product, and so on and so forth. And we got island. We make a pilot plant, and we got island to protect a robot that makes certain
Okay.
work. So when we dismantle the factory, I take all the perspex. So all of them has mark. When I put my painting and then do the close up, of course the mark.
Getting the mark as well. Yeah.
Some are horrible mark.
Yeah.
So I have to intervene
Yeah.
and take out and you see this stuff, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's just never thought of that. Never thought of that in a million years. Never
Really?
thought of that. No.
And that is every day I think, you know, oh my God, I have to do 500 of this stuff. 20 multiplied by 500. Oh my God, that is a lot of time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
But I love it, you know. It's at the end of the day, for me, life is you choose where your time goes.
Yeah.
You choose where you put your ass in your chair or whatever you are doing, and you decided my life, my time of life during this period of time will be in this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that is freedom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's again. I think that's the thing that artists want: freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom to paint, to sculpt, photograph,
Yeah.
whatever. But that's really made me look at it in a different way now.
All right.
Because I didn't realise it was macro.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't know how you did it. So, I thought it was just a painting that you did.
No.
photograph. Wow, that's blown me
Ah,
away.
the thing is, because I have some obsession with the color of light.
Yeah.
So I have to produce all of them, let's say between 10 and 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's your optimum light that
Yes.
you want.
Because I need powerful sunlight to
Yeah.
go through the painting, you know?
Yeah. Hence the window.
Well,
As you can right there. Yeah, it's. Yeah.
So, it's a lot of, but again, you are choosing to organize how you will do the job.
Yeah.
Because one thing is do the painting, because you are painting in the perspective. You have to go from front to back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to imagine the whole thing in that sequence. With normally in painting is the other way around. You go from back to front.
Yeah. So like that blue would be the first put on there.
Exactly.
So the white bit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the reversing to painting.
That makes it even older.
Well, and the thing is, I got the final idea, which is not refined at all.
Yeah.
But in parallel to that, you have to create the methods, how you do the thing. But at the same time, you have, that is one of my preoccupations, is really, I'm contributing with something, I'm doing something that provides something else or brings something new,
Yeah.
or at least let's say, a fraction.
Fraction, yeah. No, it's a lot. Yeah, you can contribute a lot. It is you. At the end of the day, it's from you.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's just quite amazing, actually. It's quite amazing. Yeah. Do you make up canvases or do you paint on anything?
No. This is I make is a plywood board. It's a plywood.
Yeah.
And then the fabric, and then an impasto.
Okay.
That is just gesso and pigment and PVA, the yellow
right.
part.
Okay, yeah.
When that is done, and then the little pieces start to be worked on.
You like working with texture?
Sorry, the texture is
Yeah.
afterward.
But you like having texture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally it take at least 15-20 layers. Because you
Really?
put there very
Wow, that's thin layers, aren't
layers, and then you leave there to dry. See the effect. Back again.
they? Yeah.
Several. It's ink with
They catch the light with it though, don't
yeah.
they? Yeah. Just, catch the light really nicely. And then you get a different reflection, a different texture again when the light hits it from different
Exactly. Yeah, totally. This bit, for instance, is totally. If you look at the front,
Yeah, and you come side, then you don't, from here, you don't necessarily see the texture until you look at the side, then you see
yeah,
the individual bits.
yeah.
Yeah, it's nice so well.
Yeah, but the thing is, I imagine this another 10 of this stuff.
Yeah, we can put it all.
Well, that is the thing. That is, it's a fantastic discussion with my partner. You know, you or your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, the other thing that is next as well, part of this thing is, I'm fancying with the idea of converting this painting into blowing glass.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But for that, hopefully,
Because it has got that look about it, hasn't it?
yeah. It suggests that.
Yeah.
You
I
can
think,
do that.
oh yeah, definitely.
But again, this photography is 2D. You know, I want that to have a body.
Yeah.
But probably that will take another 5 years,
Yeah.
at least.
What? You're going to learn how to blow the glass?
Well, I want to. That is why the collaborative work concept came in. You know, already having one conversation with an artist to work together. I don't need to know how to make glass blowing. You know.
Yeah.
But I can collaborate with the concept how we can create pieces.
Yeah.
Again, the beauty of art is that you can produce things by thinking, you know,
Yeah.
or by creating a new concept that help to motivate other people to produce something that can be shared later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've never thought about collaborations from that point of view.
All right. How you think that?
Just working on sort of one concept, say I go with another photographer and we go, oh yeah, that looks nice, that take here, do that, wait for that shadow, blah blah blah. I don't know if I'd be a good collaborator with anyone.
Okay.
But but when you say so they do their bit, you
Yeah.
do, and
Yeah.
you combine
Yeah.
your artistry,
Yeah.
because he knows the glass blowing, you both learn a little bit of each other's work, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's something different, yeah. Well, I think I'm quite selfish from that point of view.
But the thing is, photography, because photography requires such a level of concentration of your subject matter.
And I've seen some of your photography. You sent me that amazing picture.
You know?
Yeah.
And my goodness, you have to be selfish because it's like a hunter.
Yeah, it is actually, yeah. You're stalking your prey, yeah, I'm definitely stalking prey all the time. Yeah, I was sitting at Euston Station just staring at people a little while ago. I was like a tiger in the bushes.
Exactly. But then you have to freeze something.
Yeah, you do.
With the right light, with the right composition, with the right contrast, with the many right things have to combine at that microsecond.
Yeah, you do, yeah, no, there's an art to that, yeah. But I still, photography is an art, and I will argue that it is, but I also sit there myself and say, well, no, that's more art than photography.
Because you can read that you are working the photography, you read the theory, you read theory on photography, is mainly about that moment.
Yeah.
Is how you are prepared to find the right moment. But to reach at that point, you have to know what you want to obtain in principle, and then you work with your subject, you know. But it's about that. Photography really is about technique.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's just that I can't be done with knowing what setting to put on what thing to get what that and this and the other. It's just, I think you sit there 10 minutes getting a light meter out going, I should have it on this. Take the shot.
Yeah.
Take the shot.
I don't know if it happened to you, but for me, when I saw well elaborate photography from a studio, I can't believe that, because I immediately see that kind of thing as well. Look, there's a lot of preparation here. What have to do that with real life? Nothing. It's pure artificiality.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, because the light is perfect, the control is fantastic, the texture is fantastic. Look, doesn't exist that in reality. This is a lot of preparation. It's like a Hollywood film.
If you see them in the studio, I think they have someone holding a reflector. They have their big softbox. This, and then as they click, there's another flash going on. The camera is tethered to the laptop. And you go, no, just worlds apart to what I would do, to what they do.
Man. And that is pure, I don't know, that probably that work perfectly well in the commercial world.
Yeah, definitely. They want that perfection,
Definitely.
don't they? And even then, once they've got that picture, they then alter it, they Photoshop it, they do whatever, they take marks off to put the model's head or whatever, and there's a hair out of line, get rid of that and all that. They want perfection, but I think we're not perfect.
No, at
all.
all.
I think that should be shown even in a commercial environment.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong in not being perfect.
Yeah.
Because the world isn't. If it was perfect, it'd be boring, but we need to be a little bit more perfect than we are, but that's the trouble with all that, the media side of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
but again, that worked perfectly well in that environment. But don't try to put that into what I call photography, which is that correlation between the hunter and the piece, and what happened there, you know, reflecting the real world or a suggestion of that. And that is when you can relate with. Otherwise, the other thing is something, again, is a Hollywood movie. You know that the main thing will happen within the first 14 minutes.
That's right, that's it.
And then that's an evolution until you kill the bad guy and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, you taught me a few things. You've learned a lot, didn't you? Learned a lot by just speaking to you. It's wonderful. thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for doing this.
No.
This work is fantastic.
It's just, it came along that I wanted to speak to the artists that I've met and that have, like I said before, inspired me lately.
Okay, good.
And just enjoy listening to the way you create, how you become, and like seeing your sculpture just now.
Yeah.
Because last time I was here, like I said, when we was in the car, it was 20 years ago, nothing was there.
Yes.
And now,
yeah.
oh, that's mine. It's wonderful. It's and
well, thank you
giving
me the opportunity.
No, and it's about coming to art from a different direction as well. I think, and it's been wonderful.
Good.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
We'll have another one.
Good.
Let's send that to now.
That was a fascinating discussion we was having about all his processes and his life within art and architecture. If you're ever over Hem or Hempstead Way and you come off at junction 8 of the M1, you will be blessed with the sight of this amazing sculpture on a roundabout here, which just stares at you, and it is truly amazing. Thank you to him. Made a little faux pas in last episode's outro, saying that the next episode would be with a amazing young lady. That amazing young lady turned out to be Jose, so just couldn't get the time to get together and talk. So I will not be now going, this person's going to be here, this person's going to be there. So just thank you for listening. That was episode 4, and please join me in 2 weeks' time for episode 5 with an amazing discussion with artists, maybe. Thank you. Take care. This was It's Art at the End of the Day.